3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey there everyone. Today we are driving a 2008 Acura RL on our channel. This is a very unique rare car. They're hard to find nowadays, especially in good condition. I want to say a big thank you to Aidan over at MemberCar in Rockville, Maryland, for providing me this car. All this information will be in the right hand corner side of the screen, so if you're interested in obtaining this vehicle, reach out to him. But I'm not starting up the car, turning it off because it's sat for a while. We don't want to drain the battery entirely. So let's go take a look outside. For all you viewers who are from Europe or Asia, you'll probably know this car under the name Honda Legend. That's what it is technically named. It was only named the Acura RL for the US market, just like Toyota does with Lexus and Nissan's Infiniti. This is Acura. Now the reason why this car is special is because this was Acura's executive sedan, pretty much their answer to the 5 Series. Not even the TL, but the RL. As you can see, we got soft touch materials everywhere, leather, quilted. We even got the shades here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You know we're talking a premium car when you see shades. And getting in the back, it feels presidential. Not even amazing, it feels presidential. These are some of the most comfortable back seats that I've sat in before. It's very cozy. We got the shade. We got this gigantic armrest with slidable cup holders. Air vents in the back. And look at this dashboard. Look at how beautiful this is. Replace that glove box cover and it looks brand new. A suede roof with this material which feels so plush. You would find something like this in a Mercedes or BMW for like $100,000. This is also the super handling all-wheel drive. We got a gigantic trunk, plenty of space for all your goods. All right, let's go pop the engine. Now this Acura, I believe, comes with the 3.5, I think. Yeah, 3.5 liter VTEC. It's made it to the 5-speed automatic. And the newer RLs, I think the 2011s or the 12s, they come with the 3.7 liter, if I'm not mistaken. But look at how nice everything here is. Very clean. Everything is hidden. Stunning car. They seriously don't make cars like this anymore. Just look at the wiper. Look at how beautiful it looks. Long, thick wiper arms. And the doors, they are heavy. These are German feeling doors. Very heavy. So hopping into the driver's seat. Oh, does it feel good in here. Seats are incredibly comfortable, supportive. We got all our adjustments here, the lumbar, automatic tilt telescoping wheel, paddle shifters. And unfortunately we can't get through the system because we need a code. I don't know what it is. Even the cigarette lighter here comes out like this. How neat. Heated seats. Let's do a wiper test. Auto dimming mirror, of course. Our glove box. Horn. I don't know if this vehicle has a rear view camera. I can't see it either way, so we're probably not going to be able to test that. We got our dual zone climate. Floor mounted gas pedal like in BMW. Oh, this car is so smooth. Incredible. The steering is tight. I just gotta say, this RL so far, without even taking on the road, it already feels German. The brakes are strong. incredibly responsive. You can feel plenty of feedback. And it just hustles up to speed with ease. The ride is very plush, and it sits on the road like a tank. The steering feel here is a little bit to the tighter side, but the ride is something like S-Class like. It does not feel like a regular sedan. Very ergonomic cabin. I love the design of it. We got all the physical buttons. Now seriously, if Acura made this same product today in 2024, this car would sell like pancakes. If they gave it a 50,000-60,000 price tag and added Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in there with the 360 camera and blind spot, oh man, will this car sell. Seriously, this is a Japanese S-Class. Once I finish the initial impressions here, I'm just gonna do some quiet driving so you can get to relax and experience this car, get a feel for it. But so far, I gotta say, it just rides so pleasantly. And the steering here is definitely very different from anything that I've driven. It just kind of has a strong resistance and then it turns in. The cabin quietness is 10 out of 10. It's hushed quiet. I can literally whisper. No wind noise, no road noise. You don't feel like you're even going on the road. It feels like you're just gliding above the road in this car. And all the materials, they're soft, luxurious. There's not a single place here that Acura took a corner. Everything here is just phenomenal. Now, obviously, this is a heavier car. I believe it weighs like, I don't know, like over 4,000 pounds. So don't expect any crazy performance from it. But let's open the window a bit so we can listen to the sound of this car when the light turns green. So we're going to do our first 0 to 60 test here. There is some kind of weird steering twitch that I've noticed, so I'm going to take it very lightly. Alright, so reset the draggy. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we did 0 to 60 in 7.87 seconds, and the 1/8 mile in 10.57. I don't want to take this car anymore on the speed because, I don't know, something just here where the steering feels off. I feel like something's wrong. So I don't want to do anything out of normal. But let's see what we got on the draggy. We did 0 to 60 in 7.94 seconds by draggy. And we did the 1/8 mile at 10.29 at 70.46 miles an hour. Very decent numbers. Not the fastest, but not bad. Not bad at all. We're gonna turn around back, maybe do one more 0 to 60 run on the way back, just to see what we can do again. Maybe we'll do something better, we'll see. And then we will head back. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 8.03 seconds, and here we did 8.08 seconds. Very similar times, and the 1/8 mile was 10.37 at 68.51. Again, decent times, not the fastest car, but gets up to speed just fine. Plenty of power for any kind of errand you want. I remember back in the day, I raced one of these RLs in my Altima. It was the 2.5 liter 2015, and the RL had the better jump, but we were very even, and I was even like, I felt like I was even gaining on him a little bit. I don't know if I can still find this video anywhere to this day, but it was a very close one. And people wrote in comments like, no way, it could have been that close. But now, looking at these times, it was very well an accurate race. Maybe if I can find it somewhere, I'll be able to attach it up here. But yeah, 7.8 definitely seems in line with just kind of weight and power on a 90-degree day. And there's a really good torque down below here for any kind of maneuver. That was a very big bump, and it ate it really well. You can tell this is a capable suspension. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Let me know what you thought about this test drive in the comments below, and just about the Acura RL. I'm sure many of you are going to enjoy seeing this car. They are, like I said, hard to find. I wish this one didn't have this little gimmick with the handling, so I could have driven it a little bit more actively than I did, but nevertheless, I still had lots of fun with it. I really enjoyed driving it. I think this is one of the best riding cars that I've been in. Super quiet and comfy. But make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And till next time.